It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Bears on Monday Night Prime Time.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Now back to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It can be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 13 carries, 74 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week.
And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy, we're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 13-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a 1st or 2nd seed come playoff time.
He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
Well, their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Smith. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to Smith. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Gordon, complete.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here we go now with Smith. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Finding Miller once more, complete.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Complete. Smith has it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more.
He's got him in. Complete.
Prime time, baby.
Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
They go play action here on first down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this an 8-point game.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
On 2nd down, here's Smith again.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Morton. And he's brought down.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down at his feet, it's incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. Gets through, and now an opening. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way to the opposite 48.
88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Back now at Soldier Field. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They begin with a run by Smith. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught downfield by Morton. Touchdown, Detroit.
Here we go.
A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going, nope.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now here's a carry heading left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff looking right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throw left side taken in by Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defense.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire?
like the benefactor's benefactor. But secretly, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do.